Reflecting light. Some objects reflect light. They make light bounce back. Smooth, shiny objects reflect light clearly. That is why you can see your reflection in a mirror. Look at the cheetahs in the picture. You can see their images reflected in the water. The water is smooth like a mirror. Light from the sun bounces back from the surface of the water. All right, so boys and girls, to reflect light means light shines on a smooth, shiny object, and then the light bounces back, and you can see a reflection. Okay, or you can see what is, I guess, looking down at the shiny object or looking at the shiny object. So this water, now this doesn't work for all water. It has to be smooth water. That means the water's not really moving. There's not a lot of ripples on it. Okay. And when the sun is shining on this smooth water, right? Smooth, the light shines down on the water and it bounces back to the object that is facing it. So the light shines down, hits the water, and it bounces back. Well, that's why he can see his reflection. See how they can see their reflection? The light shone on the water. It bounces back. The light bounces back up. And you can see it. So sometimes light, because we've talked about how light can shine through things that are clear, right? It can shine through things that are clear so you can see the bottom. We talked about how light can shine mostly through things. Remember, like the butterfly's wings, where most of the light is shining through it. We've talked about how light can be blocked, right, by solid objects. It blocks the light so you can't see through. But then when we have shiny objects, instead of being blocked or go through it, it bounces back. Okay, and that's how we see a reflection. So some of the things that can make a reflection, remember, it has to be smooth and shiny. So the biggest example of that is a mirror, right? So see, you can see my camera because the light is shining down on the mirror. The mirror is smooth and shiny. And so when the light, right, the light from my room shines down on the mirror, it bounces back up and you can see the camera. This is how I record. Okay, see me? Hi, see me? So I'm looking down at it. So it bounces back and you see the reflection. Okay, now there's other objects. It doesn't have to be a mirror. So we saw that the water does that. Some of you have tin foil at your house. Okay, foil that maybe your parents cover food with. Okay, this is a shiny and smooth. So I might not be able to see myself in it. You might not be able to see my camera, but you see how the light is shining back at you, right? Kind of is hitting you back in the eye. At least it is with me when I'm moving this around because it's shiny and flat. And if I'm holding it, do you see the yellow on it a little bit? Okay, that's the reflection of something in my room. Okay, when I move it, you kind of see pink on it now. A little bit of pink. Okay, I'm wearing a pink shirt, so that's the reflection of my shirt on this. The light hits it, and you might not be able to see the reflection clearly, but you can tell that the light shines on it, and it shines back, so you're seeing some of what I'm wearing. Okay, a lid. Hey, you can see me, right? I'm looking down at the book. Sitting and looking down. So a pot, right, is smooth. A pot lid is smooth and shiny. Maybe even the side of a pot. You can see other things in my room, right? Maybe you remember seeing the lamp behind me when I'm teaching, right, in the cabinet. Okay, so it's smooth and shiny. Even things like your silverware are smooth and shiny. You see me in there, right? You might not be able to see, it's curved a little bit, so it changes the image, but you can see things that are in my room, okay? So, boys and girls, have some fun looking for things that that reflect light. Take a look around your room, maybe shine some light on it, or just even look at, if the light's on in your room, look at different things and see, can I see my reflection? Remember, reflection means, right? To reflect light means the light, you shine light on something smooth and shiny, and the light bounces back. Okay, reflections. Shine a flashlight on a mirror. See what happens. Move the light. See what happens. Now move the mirror. Shine the flashlight on it again. What happened when you moved the light? And then what happens when you move the mirror? So when you can take a flashlight in your mirror at home, okay? And you shine it on it. Do you see the light? And whoo, that just bounced in your eye, didn't it? I don't want to do that too much to you. So when you move the light, okay, against the mirror, the light flashes back. And sometimes the light really gets in your eyes, doesn't it? Because it's reflecting off the mirror. It's bouncing off the mirror and back to your eyeballs. Okay, so play around with different things. Find different things in your house that reflect light, and then shine a flashlight on it and see what happens. See if the light bounces back at you. All right, so just our questions for today is what happens when light shines on a mirror? Well, that just happened, didn't it? What happened when I shined the light on it? It bounced back at you, didn't it? Right? Bounces back to your eye. How can water act like a mirror? Well, what did we say? The water has to be what? Has to be flat and shiny, right? It has to be flat and shiny. And if it's flat and shiny, the water acts like a mirror, and the light from the sun can bounce back at the objects. All right, boys and girls, have fun discovering reflecting objects today.